CCTV cameras record Grace and Jesse on their first Tinder date. They left the bar and headed to Jesse's hotel, and everything was going well so far. But no one expected that this would be the last time Grace would be seen alive. The next day, as if she had disappeared off the face of the earth. Her friends and family quickly reported her disappearance, but with no result. Jesse was recorded on CCTV going in and out, going up and down in the elevator, carrying cleaning supplies and what appears to be a suitcase. A suitcase with contents that would shock everyone.
Tell me what happened last Saturday.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
At 5:37 p.m. on the 1st of December 2018, Jesse was having drinks before the date at a local bar, drinking several beers before the start of the date. They meet in a famous place full of people, which makes Grace feel safe as she meets her date for the first time. But this feeling of safety will be an illusion, because Jesse has no intention of doing anything in public. He is waiting until they are alone. Without suspecting anything, Grace accompanies Jesse to a bar where they drink together for an hour, before heading to a Mexican bar at 7:15 for more drinks. Then to another bar called Blue Stone Room around 8:30 p.m. Here, Jesse will try his luck and see if he can get closer to Grace. At 8:54, they share their first kiss. Here, Jesse goes to the bathroom, and in that moment, Grace sends her last message to anyone, telling her friends that the date is going great and that she is getting along with him very well. She was probably excited to spend the night with a man she truly liked. She did not know that instead, she was about to have something terrible done to her. The next morning, Grace's phone starts receiving a large number of messages. It is her birthday, and there are many friends who want to congratulate her. All these messages remain unanswered. The first sign that something is wrong comes at 8 a.m. when Jesse enters the elevator alone, giving a suspicious look at the camera. During that night, Jesse killed Grace by strangling her, and now he is trying to do everything he can to cover up his crime. And he must do it quickly, because he has another potential victim at 8:07. Jesse is in the city center, about to start the strangest shopping trip. He begins at a store where he buys a suitcase he plans to put Grace's body inside. He checks the width and depth of the suitcase to make sure it will fit her body, so he can get rid of it before anyone catches him. Then, after 25 minutes, he heads to another store to buy a set of cleaning supplies that he will use to clean the crime scene. After that, he returns to his apartment for several hours, then appears again at 10:42 before taking a taxi to a car rental office where he rents a car. But what he does next is truly shocking and puts the police under great pressure to solve the case quickly. While Grace's body is in the apartment, Jesse goes on a date with another girl he met on Tinder. And since he prepared all the equipment to hide one body, it is believed that he planned for this girl to be his second victim. At 8:56 p.m., we see him carrying a carpet cleaning machine as he returns to his apartment. He will try to use it to remove any trace of Grace. He was also carrying 2 bottles of cleaner. After 30 minutes, we see the result of all his work. He appears in the elevator with a cart carrying several bags, one of them the suitcase he bought in the morning, and it is very heavy because inside it is Grace's body. After minutes, he brings the bags to the rented car and places them in the back, ready for the next step, hiding the body in a place he believes will not be discovered. The next morning at 7, Jesse buys a shovel and returns to his apartment to collect clothes and take them to the laundry to get rid of more evidence. Then, he stops at a trash bin and throws a large bag inside it. After that, he takes the rented car for a deep clean, especially the back part where the suitcase had been. And with this, his work was finished. For 2 days, Grace's friends and family lived in extreme worry. No one heard from her, she wasn't posting anything on social media, and she wasn't answering either of her phones. Her family reported her to the police on December 5th. Even her father traveled to Auckland and made an emotional plea to find her.
Grace has been missing for several days, and as a family we've been extremely concerned for her welfare. To anybody who has seen, spoken to, or come into contact with Grace, come forward and contact the investigation team.
With wide media coverage, it is likely that Jesse saw the plea, but he ignored it. The police begin tracking Grace's last movements and discover that she was with a mysterious man. By reviewing hours of surveillance footage, they identify the last person who was with her and trace him to his apartment. At 3 p.m. on December 5th, the police arrive at the hotel where he lives. He almost gets away from them, but the police notice him and arrest him quickly. At this moment, it would have been better for him to confess to the crime, but he didn't. In the interrogation room, his plan was to lie, unaware that the police had seen all his movements and had enough evidence.
They were talking to me about 50 Shades of Grey, which is a sex fantasy movie that's out. We started having At first it was just normal. It was very placid. And then she asked me if we could get into bondage. And then all I remember is falling asleep in the shower. I need to stop. I need to go.
Would you like some fresh air?
Yeah, please. I was in shock and I didn't know what to do. I went downstairs and I was just, I don't know, I was all over the place. I didn't believe what had happened. I was just terrified and scared. I thought that she had gone. I thought she had left.
Pathologist, the specialist doctor, will perform a post-mortem.
Yeah.
They're very skilled at establishing people's causes of death. Do you understand that?
I went to the warehouse at the atrium and bought a suitcase. I went back and I was just in shock because it just didn't seem right. I left to go and get cleaning products. So I messaged a friend and said I'll meet you at Revelry. After finishing drinks with her, I got back to city life. And the whole time I just kept saying, I'm sorry. And then I went downstairs and I grabbed the porter thing and I put the suitcase on top of the porter thing. I drove the hire car into Wilson's car park and parked it. I woke up the next day at about 5 a.m. and drove the car out to Cumu at first. I picked up a shovel from ITM at Cumu. I ended up driving towards the Waitakaris. I went into the bush, I dug a hole, I went and got the suitcase and I covered the hole and then I drove.
Where is her possessions?
I threw them in the rubbish.
Whereabouts?
Albert Park, rubbish.
Right. So what items of her property have been disposed of in Albert Park?
Everything.
All of her clothing?
Everything that was in the room.
Whereabouts did you clean the car? The outside of the car?
I think it was in Henderson. I don't know West very well.
Okay. And what did you use to clean the car?
A water blaster thing from a car cleaning place.
Did she have any injuries?
Not that I can remember. I was just panicking.
Did you inflict any injuries on her that caused her to die?
No.
Did you kill Grace Mullane? Okay. And you're under arrest for the murder of Grace Mullane on or about the 2nd of December.
Okay.
You understand?
Yep.
Did you intend to cause her death?
No.
Are you ready to take us to where she is?
And on February 21st, 2020, he was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum non-parole period of 17 years. After his trial, 2 more women came forward and claimed Jesse had assaulted them after they met him on Tinder. He was found guilty on those charges as well, adding another 11 years to life added to his sentence.